Yo Internet, I am Calvin, and this is the Stanley Parable Part 2. We left off, we were realizing how depressing Stanley's life really is, and that he has a fake wife that's actually a mannequin. And we're in this office, dramatic music, a button pusher. Oh god. The horror.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, this is strange. They already made us go through this part, even though I didn't. I filmed these sequentially. I just went through it. He said last time, "Please die." So apparently, I got killed or something.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Last time I went to the door on the right, and that's how I got killed, basically. So I'm gonna go through here.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passively, aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Oh my god! Wait, what? Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide is a slick blue graphic in the header, and throw some bevel on all the text. This will ensure that a common. Oh god. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Yeah. Yeah. What the hell is this? Synergize core values. Oh my god. Monetize free to play. Oh my god, that's funny. Okay. What do people want? The stock market is somewhere here. Colored in segment stripes requires more secondary research. What is hot? Target demographics. Teenagers. Profits. Facts. Ew, facts. Gross. Outdated communication. Whoa.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Oh no.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nope, he walked downstairs. Ooh, red light, ooh.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
What the fuck?
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for
scared.
no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Yeah, he did.
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
This is so trippy.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh,
Yay.
what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared.
Oh, that is
it was
so cool.
much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself, being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin.
It's trippy.
The press of the mattress on
All
his
this
back.
only happened because I went the wrong way.
The fresh air of a world outside this one.
This is in depth.
Let me wake up.
This is gonna be fun.
He thought to
I
himself.
love this game already.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Okay. Nope. Nope.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I'm real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice?
Does not compute. Does not compute.
And everything went black.
And a loading screen came out of nowhere. Oh, God. Right?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Whoa. Inception.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
What the fuck?
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
She didn't call the ambulance. She lied. What? It's bullshit. Oh, God. We started again? Oh, God, this is trippy.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The smallest divergence changes everything. It changes everything. It's awesome. I love it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
We went down
Coming
and that
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, this is so awesome. I love this game. What is the... Whoa, what the hell? Is that a person there? can see through there, kind of. This is a depressing.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief
Excuse me.
who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an
2845.
extra secret PIN number, 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code
God.
by sheer luck. Amazing.
What?
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Is this like a Truman Show? Is my life a Truman Show? Oh my God, it is. I'm trying to see if there's anything over there. Guess not. Oh my God. Alright, well, I'll leave off right here, guys. I'll see you next time in part 3. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, favorite, all that awesome stuff. This game is so fucking trippy. It's awesome. Alright, peace out.